Ba-ba-ba-bum. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the College Basketball Report. Today I got another video for you. I got my top 3 games. Let's get right into it. Bit of a slow day for college basketball today. Nothing too crazy. No top 25 matchups. We can look at the AP poll here. Some pretty decent changes in the AP poll. You got Auburn moving up to number 1 as Tennessee lost to Florida by 30. You got Alabama moving up there after they beat Texas A&M. Duke now into the top 3. So plenty of changes. Michigan State up on the rise too as well. And Georgia is now ranked. With that, let's get into the games today. First game, I got to go with UCLA versus Rutgers. UCLA has been a slumping team. Started off hot, but in their past 5 games, they've gone 1-4. This UCLA team is sliding as we speak. They lost to North Carolina after selling an 18-point lead against that North Carolina team. Then they beat Gonzaga by 3 in a great matchup, like there always is between those two teams. But then they've lost to Nebraska, Michigan, and Maryland. And it's kind of the same for Rutgers here. Lost to Purdue, lost to Wisconsin, lost to Indiana. So both these teams are 1-4 in the past 5 games. Now if we go over and look at this UCLA team, Tyler Bilodeau, he's been playing great. Kobe Johnson is also great. UCLA's coach in some interviews, he is extremely mad at his team right now, and I don't really trust this UCLA team as much as I did before. They started off super hot, only having 1 loss through I think their first 11 games of the season, but then they dropped a few, or first 10 games of the season, yeah, they started off 10-1, 10-2, 11-2, and then now they're 11-5. With losses to Nebraska, Maryland, Michigan, North Carolina, and New Mexico. New Mexico, not a bad loss. Might win that conference. North Carolina, not a bad loss. They're on a hot streak. Nebraska just got killed by Purdue. Michigan has been on the rise. They're playing great. Maryland, also a good team. But now they're facing this Rutgers team that has been a little bit interesting. If we're looking to Rutgers here, looking at the Scarlet Knights, you got Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper. Started off the year pretty hot, only with a loss to Kennesaw State, though, by 2. But then they beat Notre Dame. Great win. But lost at Alabama, Texas A&M, and Ohio State. Those 3 aren't bad losses. Those are great teams. Then lost at Princeton by 1 in a tough buzzer beater there. Destroyed Columbia. But then now has dropped 3 straight. Tough one there for Indiana. Very tough one there for Columbia, losing that game. But Rutgers has been playing solid ball. Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey. Dylan Harper is now averaging 20 points a game. He's playing insane right now. Yeah, this Rutgers team has been a little bit interesting, though, I would say. I don't know how to feel about them heading into this UCLA team because both of them have been slumping. But I think the Rutgers get it done tonight. I think the Scarlet Knights take home a win, a much-needed win against a slumping UCLA team. I think Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey carry, and they get a win here in that matchup. Now moving on, really not too many great games, I would have to say, looking at all these teams. But I think my next game is going to have to be Wofford and Furman. Furman having that classic game winner against Virginia a couple years ago in March Madness. Furman 14-2 this year, 2-1 in conference play. They are playing awesome right now. Only lost to UNCG. I think they're projected to win the conference there as of right now, but I'm not sure about that. Beat Citadel in overtime. Great win. Wofford started off pretty bad, 4-7. But they've won their last 4 or 5, so they're playing great right now. Just looking at this Wofford team here. Wofford is favored to lose this game. Lost to Lipscomb. Lost to Duke by 51 points. Only scored 35 in that one. That's a tough loss. Duke is very good. Lost to Milwaukee, close one. Lost to Portland State, close one. Lost to Elon by 23. Lost to Charleston, and then lost to UNC Greensboro. Did beat Eastern Tennessee and Western Carolina. Man, I just don't know how to feel about this team. Corey Tripp and Bailey have been playing great for them. Corey Tripp averaging 13 points a game. Don't really know how to feel about this Terriers team. They're 8-8, not playing very well. Let's move on to Furman here, though. This game is at 7 p.m. on ESPN+. Furman has been playing solid this year. Their only 2 losses are to Kansas. Not a bad loss. Kansas is great. And UNC Greensboro. So, those 2 aren't bad losses. If we look at UNC Greensboro, they're 9-6, but they're 2-0 in conference. They're 10-7 now. So, not bad. Let's go back to Furman here, though. Furman did stay in that game pretty well with UNC Greensboro, only losing by 17. But if we look back, I think Wofford lost by more if we look back at this. If they have faced each other yet. And they lost only by 2. So that could be a telltale sign that who we think was going to win this game. But I'm going to have to roll with Furman on that one. I think they will win, beating Wofford in that nice SoCon matchup. Now for my last game of the night. It's going to be on CBS Sports Network, American University versus Loyola, Maryland. Should be a really close game between these 2 teams. The Greyhounds and the Eagles clashing together. Both have great starters. Loyola only lost to Army by 2. Holy Cross by 2. DePaul by 19. Not bad losses there. Let's look into the American University Eagles here. Lost to North Carolina. Lost to High Point. Lost to Siena. Lost to LaSalle. Lots of losses on the year for them. They're 8-9. Beat Bucknell though. This American team is not the best, but they did beat Holy Cross, so that's a good win for them. Matt Rogers, Elijah Stevens have been playing great for them. But let's look into Loyola, Maryland here. Loyola, Maryland has been playing great. Jacob Thodiaso coming off a game winner against Navy. Wow, what a game that was. Loyola is going into the matchup pretty hot. Milos Ilic has been playing great for them, averaging 15 a game. Look at these 2 teams. Lost to Columbia by 3. Lost to VCU. Lost to Rush College. So they don't have bad losses. Those are great teams. And also lost to DePaul. But looking at these 2 teams, I'm going to have to go with the Greyhounds. I think Loyola, Maryland will take this one in a close game against American University. So that is my 3 games for tonight. You got UCLA Rutgers. I got Rutgers beating UCLA in that one. Loyola, Maryland beating American University. And Furman beating Wofford. Those are my top 3 games for the night. And I hope you guys enjoyed hoops. I'll see you guys tomorrow.